a tutti amici di Game Division, oggi sono qui come vedete non nel solito studio ma bensì sono a un evento molto speciale. Infatti poco fa ho avuto modo di provare per ben un'ora Hogwarts Legacy, l'attesissimo, anzi secondo me è uno dei giochi più attesi in assoluto del 2023 e vi parlerò della prova, di quello che ne ho pensato in un altro video che troverete probabilmente già nel canale, ma adesso sono qui con uno dei game designer del gioco, Troy Johnson, che mi ha concesso un paio di minuti per fare una chiacchierata insieme sulla mia prova e su Hogwarts Legacy in generale. So, hi.
Hi.
And thank you for this interview, or
Yes.
well, this talk.
Thank you for interviewing me. I'm so excited to talk to you.
But it's not like a real interview, it's like more a talk about the game, and
Sure.
because I think we're both really fans.
Yes. Yes. Oh, thank you. So am I.
So yeah, so let's just start, and I think I want to start first with my Thrived game.
Sure.
And during the test, I had during the test I managed to try a mission
Okay.
where there was a lot of combat.
Right. Yes.
I know you worked on combat in particular,
Yeah.
and I found it a little bit difficult,
Okay.
but because we were put like in the middle of the game, so
Right.
it was not the start, of
Sure.
course.
Sure.
And I wanted to ask you, how did you manage to like create all the different spells, because we have more than 100 spells, if I'm not mistaken.
So what Alan said that was from an old like test process.
Okay.
A test process. So we had made that many in development, trying to pick just the right ones and test and say what really works. So there's not 100 spells in the game. It's fewer than that, but there's a few dozen spells that you can use. Yeah.
So it's not all spells from the wizarding world, like you put some like new ones that were never mentioned in the books or in the films.
So it's almost all entirely from lore, from the wizarding
Okay.
world, from whether it's books, films, whatever. But there are a few that we had to make sure we call it our basic cast. That's just your main
like
RT.
your
Yeah,
attack.
just touch things in the world,
Yeah.
or your basic attack. So there isn't a spell exactly called that, but we made sure it was still based on a similar concept in Wizarding World. But otherwise, everything is Wizarding World, yes.
Okay, and I saw that you can do like darker tricks,
Yes.
because I saw that you had Crucio, which
see, yeah,
you
yeah.
could not do in like as a student. So we can choose to become like dark wizards.
You can, yes, it's a
Okay.
choice. And I think that's what I want to make sure is clear is not everybody has to do that. But if you want to, you can take that storyline path where
Okay.
you will learn those spells and then you can choose to use them in combat and get that real dark power fantasy.
Okay, I
Yes.
almost thought about that.
Hey, that's up to you.
But once you decide to become a darker wizard, you can't come back.
Once you decide to become a dark wizard, you can still choose when to use those spells,
Okay.
but you don't have to use them if you decide not to anymore.
Okay, so it's just you always have a choice to be good or to be bad. Okay, because I also saw that in one point of a mission I could decide like to do a stealth, like
Yes,
to
exactly.
get to do the invisible spell,
Yep.
or just to fight.
Yes,
And
exactly.
I decided to do the invisible spell.
Okay, and
So
did you like it?
yes,
Good.
it worked perfectly.
Perfect.
Yes, I liked it very much. So I figured there's no like invisible cloak. It's just
That's
the spell.
the main spell that you have as your character to do stealth is the disillusionment charm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And going back to lore or non-lore, in Hogwarts, in the books we obviously have 4 common houses. In the films we only see Gryffindor and Slytherin.
Right.
How did you manage to create like the other 2, so Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff? Like, did you take inspiration only from the books, or did you just invent something from your imagination?
So it was very much based on the Wizarding World lore, the books, the details. Our Hogwarts team is what we kind of call them, the ones who really built Hogwarts and focused on that. They made sure that they understood every detail that's ever been written officially, so that they could craft those rooms to be exactly what fans expect and what they want to see. But there are still some surprises.
Yeah, because earlier during my trial, I explored a little bit Hogwarts, not
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
for now.
Yeah.
And I saw some places that I've never seen in the films,
Yeah.
but were described in the books
Yes,
because
yes.
I had the opportunity to read all the books.
Exactly.
So you just really managed to create like a sense of familiarity for those who have read the books. Like you really feel in the Wizarding world, and I think that's really amazing.
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. That was exactly the goal. Make sure that it feels familiar so that the first time you walk in, you say, this is what I know.
Yes.
I understand this and I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as far as like the outside of Hogwarts is concerned, did you like take inspiration only from like Scotland, since Hogwarts is
Right.
Scotland,
Right.
or did you just invent something that could fit in the 19th century period of the game?
No, I think it's both. We made sure that it felt like the Wizarding world as it was described in the lore, as it was, in the books and things like that. The Forbidden Forest is there, Hogsmeade is there, but it was very true to life. We went and we had people go to Scotland and research and take pictures and make sure that it felt very authentic to the area and to the time in the books.
Yeah, it's really like I just saw that in the various gameplays that were released on YouTube,
Right.
and I think it's just awesome. Really,
Cool. Thank you.
I have no words.
No, thank you. That makes us feel very happy. Thank
Yes, and well, one last thing. I saw that you have different dialogue options when you
Right.
talk to like secondary characters,
Yes.
and those have they an impact like on the maybe the way your other students or professors perceive your character, or they just you can choose but they have no impact whatsoever on the story?
So it depends. Some do and some don't. Some of them are just to express yourself and to be the character that you want to be, but others have big meanings for the gameplay and for the story.
Okay, so you can make like friendships and maybe romantic relationships. I don't know.
So I'm not going to talk about that because I can't confirm
The
that.
spoilers.
But I am going to say that your choices matter.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I figured out.
Yep.
Okay, and one last question that it's more like a curiosity I have. How much time did it take, even for you, for the other game developers, to learn how to get around Hogwarts?
Oh my gosh.
So big.
I still like, so because I was focused so much on combat and playing that and making sure that was tight, I'm not very good at Hogwarts yet because it's so big. But the awesome thing is that there are tools in the map help and the guides that we have, the Charmed Compass, that really help you get around even if you aren't very experienced with it yet. But I couldn't just go from there to there by memory yet. It's just huge, it's beautiful. But that means it's so fun to explore. There's so many secrets.
Yes.
It's
I explored like 2 places earlier, and I just could get lost in them. Admire everything. Like I just wanted to stay still for like 2 minutes and just admire.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
The details, the attention to details, it's really incredible.
Thank you.
And
the team did an amazing job with that. I didn't have anything to do with that. That was all other people.
And since you focused on combat, how much time did it take for you to learn how to combat well? Because I was really bad.
Well, no.
I just died 5 times.
Well, we have to train you, right? You gotta be trained. We threw you in the deep end, so there's some challenges. As you play the game from the beginning, you'll definitely get those chances to practice and get better, and you'll be perfect by the end. You'll be very skilled.
So, since you focused on combat, how much time did it take even for you to learn how to combat? Because earlier I was really bad and I died 5 times in 10 minutes.
No, it's okay. So first of all, when you play the real game, right, you're going to be learning from the beginning, and there's a curve, and you'll get better. You'll be perfect. You'll be very skilled by the end.
Okay.
But that was kind of the same thing for us as we developed it. It took us a long time to really research all the different ways that fans imagined doing combat. Do you want to be stealthy? Do you want to just master all your spells and just feel super powerful on the battlefield? Do you want to use the dark arts? There were so many different options that we knew we had to satisfy each of those fan fantasies. So it took a lot of testing. We tested, like we said, over 100 different spells before we found the ones that we could actually keep in the game. But because of that, we really found the best of the best. And we were able to give everybody all those options to feel like they're the master, most powerful witch or wizard that they want to be.
Okay. Well, I think I hope I will get as good as you are.
You will.
the most powerful magic, the most powerful wizard in the world.
No, you will, I promise.
Well, thank you so much for your time
You are
and for
welcome.
this interview. And nothing, I just really can't wait to get my hands on Hogwarts Legacy and try it for full and just immerse completely in the wizarding world.
Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me chat with you.
Thank
and
you.
we can't wait for it to
Thank
get into your
you.
hands. So, yes.
Allora, spero che questa intervista vi sia piaciuta, in tal caso mettete like, non dimenticate poi di iscrivervi al canale e di attivare la campanellina per rimanere aggiornati sia su Hogwarts Legacy che su tutti gli altri giochi in uscita. Ciao!